Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Hopefully, well. So, I wanted to start doing podcasting. I'm gonna go ahead and also add some music to it. Hopefully, you all enjoy. Um, so yeah, this isn't my video, obviously. So go check out this channel. Lo-fi hip. Where is it? Let me try to find the. Let's see, because it's on YouTube. Lo-fi Geek. So go ahead if you have a chance. Go to his channel or her channel, whoever owns the channel, and go give them a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So I wanted to do podcasting for a while, just talk about random things, things I like, maybe things you like. In terms of just talking about it, nothing crazy, nothing like too deep into topic where we gotta nitpick everything, more as a casual thing, just something you can listen to and enjoy. um Let me know like about the audio, if it's something's too high, something's too low, whatever the case is. But yeah, I'm just testing this out right now, just to see how the audio is, how everything is, how what adjustments need to be made. And so this is my first time actually doing a podcast. um I don't really have a plan. I don't really know where this is going to go. All I know is this is something I want to do, and I want to continue doing it, and I'll learn as I go. And one of the things about me, and I guess what I kind of want to talk about, is I'm more of what you call a kinesthetic learner, or, you know, I was told that at a young age that's how it was. Um, I don't know how many of you took a test in school that said, what kind of learner are you? Are you an audio learner, a visual learner, or a kinesthetic learner? For the first two are self explanatory. But for those of you who don't know what a kinesthetic learner is, it's someone that mostly works with their hands. They learn by doing it versus just seeing it or listening about it. And I felt that's how I've always been. So I've watched videos on podcast. Um, they're pretty good. I like them. I see random podcasts. I'm not like too picky or anything, or whatever. It's just more of like how people do things. Um, I've been watching H3 podcast. I think the guy's name is Ethan. He's cool. And some Joe Rogan and just other ones, man. I like to get a broad spectrum of it just to see what people are talking about. So yeah, I say a lot. Again, first time doing this. Don't know what to expect. All I know is this is something I really want to do. Um, but I did say I want to talk a little bit about kinesthetic learning, or more like how I am. Growing up, I've always had the problem of learning new things. It takes me a while to learn something new. I'm the type of person that if I do it enough times, I'll get it. That's just how I learn. Um, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you are that way, I don't see anything wrong with it. Um, Everyone has their own way of learning. I have friends and I know people that can read something and they get it, or they see it and they get it, or you tell them, hey, put this like this and you make this. Oh, hey, I got a viewer. Thanks for joining the podcast testing phase. I don't know what to call it. It's just random, but thank you for showing up. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Um, yeah. So, anyways, like I was saying, I do have friends that learn different ways. Um, I had a friend that you tell him something once or twice, and he gets it. I've I've seen it. Like I remember he we used to play guitar together, and we were in guitar class, and one of our other friends that plays guitar was there with us, and was showing him a song. It was a pretty cool song. I don't remember what it was, but it was a pretty cool song, and he got it like in 2 tries. I was just like, man, this guy's. We thought he was just talented in music. No, that's just how he is. That's just how he learns. He does it maybe once, two, maybe 3 times, or sees you doing it, and that's it. He gets it. That's amazing. Um, I got other friends that you tell them, hey, this is how it is, and they get it. You know, always thought that was cool. Um, but me, and I know some people like me, like that's just how they learn. Um, they learn a certain way, like you know, actually doing it. So that's how I've always been, growing up. Just doing it over and over, and then eventually my brain will click and be like, oh, that's how it goes, or that's how it is. Okay, it's all good. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just need to learn to play to your strengths. I had to learn this the hard way. So, I like working with my hands, you know, trade wise. I like working with my hands. But one of my major strengths is I can talk to almost anyone. I can um, start a conversation on something, you know. Um, just, I like talking to people. That's just the way I am. I don't see anything wrong with it. Um, it's, it's pretty cool if you ask me. Uh, yeah, so that's why I want to do this. I know people who, I guess you can say, they're not comfortable talking. Uh, but when I talk to them or whatever, they even tell me like, "Man, dude, you're really easy to talk to because you have the type of personality that's not gonna judge." And I really don't judge people. I mean, like for what? You live your life. Everyone has their own thing. I'm not gonna be here judging you. We all make mistakes. That's just life. That's just how it is. Nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to learn if you're always right. I've been wrong many times. Pretty sure a lot of other people have been wrong many times, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It is okay to not know all the answers. Like that's the whole point, and that's the whole point of growing is learning from your mistakes, learning to open your mind a little more instead of having tunnel vision on certain things. Kind of widen your, you know, spectrum of it, and that's how you grow. I mean, that's how anybody grows, I think. But there's so many people that just want to be right, that just want to show that, oh, I know more than you, and that's fine. You know more than me. That's great. You know, good for you. That's awesome. What I don't like is if you're wrong, you're wrong. It's fine. No one's ever right 100% of the time, and if they are, man, you must be some kind of genius. um, other than that, I mean, you, you know, it's so crazy, man. I tell you, just you try to know what you can, right? And even me, when I think like I have all the answers, there's a lot of days that I question my own self. Why? I don't know. I think we all do that. I guess it's just part of being human, right? It's just emotions, life, stress, your work, people you talk to, people you deal with. Hell, it can be down to the food you eat. I wonder if that's happened to anyone. You know, you have, I guess you can say, an expectation when you get home or wherever, right? And okay, let me put it in simpler terms. You go to a restaurant, been to this restaurant a bunch of times, and you're craving a certain dish that they serve, and you get there, you're hyped for it, you order it, and it gets there in front of you, and you eat it, and for some reason it's not satisfying. I wonder why that is. You know, is it because it tasted so good that one time and you lie to yourself, and slowly but surely you just it's not the same? What is it, because that's happened to me. I've gone to restaurants, and first thing in my mind is, oh, I'm ordering a certain dish, and they bring it out, looks delicious, smells delicious, um and it just doesn't satisfy you. Your taste buds, your craving. I still eat it, but at the end of it, I'm kind of thinking to myself, this wasn't as good as last time. And you're trying to figure out, man, did the cooks do something different? Did the waiter? And it's happened where I've gone back, had that same dish, and it was spot on. So there's times I have to kind of reflect, like, okay, why does it taste good now, but it didn't taste good before? You know, it's just little things like that I think about sometimes. Um, you know, it's just things like that. It surprises me. Maybe it's the day I was going through. Maybe it was the person I talked to. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. But I have noticed that sometimes. Even places like coffee bars I go to, I already know the type of coffee I want. I know what kind of coffee it's going to taste like. And I make it the way I want to make it. Yet it either tastes different or not as good as the last time. But who knows? I mean, go back to like I was saying, the day you had, your moods changed. You probably had a good day, bad day, and in between days. So, who knows, right? It's just a little food for thought, right? But yeah, really do appreciate anyone who listens to this. Again, check out this YouTube channel. They have great music. Lo-Fi Geek, I believe that's the name. You're hearing it right now. So, again, this is a test. This is nothing like that's gonna be permanent. As in how the format is going. So, I might do like another podcast with a better subject, more on the point subject, and maybe not have the music, or maybe have the music. It just depends how it goes. So, it can go either way, right? But let's see what else to talk about. So, actually, where I'm located, it's pretty cold. Woke up to some ice in the morning. That was fun. Uh, no, it's not. For those of you who live in states where it's always cold or always ice, it ain't fun. It's not. It's annoying and scary. Especially if you have to drive in that, man. That's just insane. Like that can cause an accident. So any time, any kind of weather, be safe out there, because I've driven even when there's light rain, and my vehicle kind of feels a little skittish on the road, and you know, so the way the weather's going, just be safe out there. If you don't need to leave the house, don't leave. And I get it. Especially if you've been in quarantine, you're cooped up. Now there's another reason not to leave a home. It is frustrating, man. It's very daunting. It's hard. Like, honestly, this time last year, if you would have told me, oh, we're gonna have a quarantine for the remainder of the year, I would have said bullshit, right? No way, it's not possible. But look what happened. It happened. It just happened. One minute we're told, oh yeah, stay inside for a few weeks, and it's still going on. You know, it's just crazy. You know, it's crazy in time in general. I didn't think I'd be doing anything like this 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like, I don't know, working some construction job. I don't know, some trade job, making decent money. Um, I mean, I know this is something I wanted to do, but if you would have told me at that time 2 years ago that, hey, you can do this, you got this, um, I would have said, nah, you're crazy, man. You don't know what you're talking about. But yet here I am. So that's another thing I want to talk about. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. You know, even if it's one person you never meet again, if they tell you you can do it, I'd rather take one person telling me that I can do it versus 1,000 people telling me I can't. And I rather I guess let me reword that. I rather have one person I never met before, and if you were to tell me, hey, you can do what you want to do, you can make it, I'd rather take that than having 1,000 so-called friends telling me, no, you can't. Because the people I have talked to about this have told me, no, you can't. I've had a lot of people tell me I can't, or that's too hard, it's too difficult, there's no money in it. I don't care about that. Oh, sorry, my fault. I don't care about that. I just want to do this. I just want to, makes me happy. It makes me happy that I'm not out there in the elements dealing with the weather. I'm not breaking my back, hurting myself, wondering every day if I'm going to get fired from a job. It's so draining mentally and sooner or later physically. I mean, we all age. I know people who've been working construction 20, 30 years. And I'm not saying it's bad, or any job is bad. But I know some that have been there 20, 30 years and they feel that's what they have to do because a lot of people tell them that's where you're at. That's what you're going to stay as. Oh, you want to do something besides that? No, you shouldn't. Don't even attempt it. And they believe it. You know, we're so used to just telling people we can't do it. We don't stop and think, man, maybe that's not what they want us to do. And then we use the excuse, oh, well, they have a family to support or whatever. Hey, I get that. Support your family, right? You got little ones, you got a significant other. Got to support them, obviously. Do your part. Nothing wrong with that. I respect that 110%. I do. But there's people I've worked with where their children are grown. They're grown. They're out of the house. They're living their own life. Yet they are still have that mindset because they've been where they've been at for so long. You know, they're comfortable. Complacency. I worked at one job where they used to say complacent. I can't even speak. Complacency kills. I used to always think that was just a safety thing. You know, they gotta tell us that. But if you apply it to your actual life, that it's true. I'm gonna be 100% with all you. I'm nervous just talking to you all right now because I feel like I'm talking gibberish, not even speaking correctly. But I mean, if you don't start, you'll never get to where you want to be. You know, I have missed so many opportunities because I was scared. Because people told me not to do it. People that never even done what I want to do have told me don't do it. And I listen to them. But they're out doing what they want to do. Yet I was still stuck. And I thought because, oh, they're my friends or they're smarter than me, they know better. But in the past year, I've learned, what do they know? They're not even doing what I want to do. So why am I taking advice from people that don't even know what I'm talking about? That don't even understand my dreams or my passion? They might have an idea, but they never done it. They're doing their own thing. You know? They're doing something completely different than what I want. Yet I'm taking their advice on my passion, on what I want to do. And just because they said no or whatever, I was looking for validation. And then just because I didn't get it, I wouldn't do it. And I would give up real fast. And it took a long time for me to realize I don't need other people's validation to do this. I don't. There's so much. Okay, let me rephrase that. There are so many ways to do what you want to do nowadays. There's not so much of a limit on people and what they want to do. Like podcasting, I've been wanting to do it, and I've been finding out there's other ways to do podcasting. I just want to try it this way. But there's apps out there that over your phone. I mean, smartphones nowadays, you can do almost anything. It's getting to that point. You know, you want to make TikTok videos? Go ahead. You want to make Snapchat videos? Go ahead. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You know, it's all possible through a phone now. You know, you just gotta be creative. Not even be creative, just keep going at it. You have an idea, just do it. I mean, if you keep looking for validation, you're never gonna get it. And then when you do get it, that same person that gave you that validation that one day may not give it to you the next. So you just gotta learn to just say fuck it. You know, and just do what you want to do. Whatever your passion is, if you want to be a chef, a janitor, a doctor, a nurse, a policeman, a barber, business owner, podcaster, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, TikTok famous, whatever it is. You just gotta start. And it may be difficult. It may seem like at some point you're not moving forward, but trust me, any progress you do, even if it's just a little bit, it is better than standing still. I mean, a lot of times we have these ideas in our head and we think we have it figured out with what we want to do. And then we actually start doing it, and then a bunch of problems and obstacles just shoot your way, right? And then you start thinking, oh, it's a sign that maybe I shouldn't continue. But what if we're looking at it the wrong way? What if we look at it like, oh, this is what I need to get over, or cross over, whatever you want to call it, to get to where I want to go. I had to force myself, and not just me, but other people in my life had to help me see maybe that's how you should look at it, because it's all about perspective, right? I mean, you can look at one thing one way, but you change your perspective, it can totally look a different way. There was one place I worked at that kind of helped me start seeing perspective differently. Little example, like it was a cleaning job, right? And we had vacuums and we would vacuum floors, whatever. So my first day, I'm vacuuming and they would say shine a light, and if you see any little shadows, that's dirt, and just vacuum it up, right? So I thought, okay, I did that, and I would shine the light straight down, and I didn't see no little shadows. So I thought, oh, I'm good. Until a coworker of mine, a friend of mine actually, said, well, yeah, from that perspective, it's good, but check this out. And he laid down the flashlight I had and just had it shining straight, and I saw all the dirt I missed. You know? So he wasn't being negative. He was just being like, it may look one way like this, but look, it's different this way. And sometimes you have to look at it all the angles before you move forward. And that's okay. You know, it's nothing wrong with being extra cautious here and there, but don't let it stop you. You know, I could have said, well, screw this, I'm not going to do this, but I powered through, you know. I took it as like, oh, okay, he's teaching me something. I could have taken it as, oh, you think I'm stupid, and that's why you're telling me that. I could have taken it like that. But when he showed me that made me realize, man, I still have a lot to learn. You know, little things like that. And it's okay if you don't get it right away. It's normal. But you know, just keep trying. Nothing wrong with just trying, even if you fail at it. Just get up and try again. I mean, at that point, what are you losing? You know? But yeah, I can go on all day on how I wanted to do stuff like this and how a lot of people told me no, or that's dumb, it's stupid, and so on. But then we'll be here all day. I don't want that. But again, like I said, this is a test. I'm just testing the waters, seeing how it goes. If it goes good, great. If it doesn't, then I'll tweak it. I'll adjust things here and there to make it better. you know, just we'll see where this all goes. I mean, I don't even know. I just wanted to start because there's no reason for me to put it off anymore. I used to make so many excuses because it would go back to what people would tell me, and because I didn't have validation, I would make up so many excuses why I'm not doing what I want to do. I would say, oh, it's too hard, I don't get the money for it, oh, I don't even know how to start, I don't know what to talk about, I don't, you know, pick one. I probably made an excuse out of it. And I see now, or I've been seeing lately, I put so much effort into making excuses that if I put at least half the effort of starting a podcast and just going with it, I probably could have been doing this already for a good while. You know, but I was scared. And again, goes back to I was looking for validation. But don't be like me. You know, don't, if you want to do something, go do it. I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody or anything like that. But if you got a hobby, you know, go do it. You want to start a hobby, go do it. You know, I've known people that want to start playing guitar, you know, but they say, "Oh, well, no one in my family knows music." I play guitar here and there, and I can tell you one thing: no one in my family knows music either. You know, but it's something I really wanted to do. Um, yeah, I like music. You know, I love this type of music. Been listening to it for a good while now. But that's probably one of the things I want to talk about. So I'll like some of the topics I do want to talk about is like gaming. I love gaming. I do. I am a big, 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 like, how do you say it? I fall easily for a good story in games. You know, like if it's a good story, whether it's horror, drama, I like more horror games and like sci-fi games and stuff like that. Um, but I'll play whatever if it catches my eye. The gameplay is good and it's a good story. Graphics, okay. I mean, if they're good, they're good. They don't have to be the best, but if it looks good, it looks good. Great, awesome. But if the gameplay is fun and the story's really good, you got me. You know, like now I want to know more. Now I want to continue this game. Now I want to see, is there a sequel? Is there a prequel? Does any of this explain that? But if the story's just too much and it's just so convoluted and it's just adding, after a while I'm just gonna be like, you know what, screw this. It's nothing but plot holes, the top of plot holes, top of some explanation, and even those explanations have plot holes. It's just like, forget it. That's too complicated for me. I'm not saying it has to be easy, but at the same time, I don't want to have to be Batman trying to figure out what the hell's going on, you know. But that's just me. Yeah. I don't really play too much multiplayer, maybe like Call of Duty, sometimes Warzone and stuff like that, but I'm not a, you know, that type of person to be like, oh, I want to compete in gaming. I know that's not my strong point, and that's fine. I play more for, like I said, good story and fun gameplay. That's what I play for, you know. So yeah, and I like music, like I said. I'll talk about that. Just talk about different things, you know. I'm not really into politics, so don't really expect politics. If you're expecting politics, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's podcasts that talk about that stuff. I don't really like getting into that stuff because it's so messy. It's so, I feel it's draining, to be honest. So I want to make this a place where, you know, what I like to talk about, and people who have the same or similar interests come in and we talk about it or whatever. Um, Try to keep it nice as possible. Not here to say anything bad about anyone or anything like that, or try to make anyone, any group, feel alienated. Um, but again, if I'm not really talking about it, it's because one, I don't know really anything, or it's just not a topic I'm interested in. It has nothing to do with me not liking it or any hate. I want this podcast to be hate free. I want this as a place where people can come and just relax, enjoy themselves, and you know, they feel like they're part of something. That's what I want. It's gonna be a lot of work, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. If I have to work my ass off for it, I will. I'm not afraid of it anymore. Do what I gotta do. But I just want this as a place where pretty much anyone can just come in and hang out, have a good time. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. No, no like double meaning or nothing. Plain and simple. So, okay, it's already been more than 30 minutes. So I'm gonna conclude that. Again, this was a test. For those of you who are listening, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead, end the stream, watch what I just streamed, and see where I need to improve, and so on and so forth, and just go from there. So keep an eye out. I do have an Instagram. It's called Coffee in the Kitchen. If you have a chance, go check it out. I'll see if I can. Oh man, I don't have the links here. I'll fix all that. Again, this was a test. I'll get everything squared away. Um, I also have a YouTube. It's the same as my Twitch, which is Jarek3396. If you have a chance, check out my past streams where I do play playthrough of games I played growing up, and even modern games. So look forward to that. I want to be able to do different things, like have a variety of things I do. So this is gonna be one of them. Um, we'll see what else I come up with. This is all a beginning journey, and I'm glad you're here to come along with me. Well, till next time, y'all stay safe out there.